G'day again from another windy sporting precinct here in Gipp Street. Yes, I'm sure if you're a fan of Tesla or EVs or any sort of tech, especially autonomous driving, things like that, robo-taxis, I'm pretty certain you've seen the robo-taxi event held by Tesla. Well, I'm not going to go into specifics of the robo-taxis or what they had on display because I wasn't there and unfortunately I didn't speak to any engineers. And unless you have to, most people are just making shit up. Especially when it comes to things like those tyres on the actual robo-taxis. Now, I've heard a lot of people saying those tyres are very low profile tyres when in reality they're not. They're just standard tyres that are painted. If you look closely enough or paid any attention, they're just normal low profile car tyres. They're just been painted around the edge to match the aero covers to make them look like the super low profile to match the aesthetic of the vehicle. But yeah, hi, I'm Rob. Welcome to another vlog on the robo-taxi. And like I said, I'm not going into specifics, but I'll give you my thoughts and opinions, and I think some things a lot of people missed. Now, there's obviously a lot of commentary. Some people love it, some people hate it. A lot of people think it should be here. A lot of people really don't know what I think. And to be honest, I think what people missed was the Model Y running around. Or the Model Ys, there's more than one, there's quite a few, as robo-taxis. Those are on the road now, you can buy them now, which means they're technically available now as robo-taxis. They just need the software to be enabled. They're already on the roads, technically. And I've also heard a lot of people say that Tesla should give up on this robo-taxi thing. It's never going to happen. It's never going to work. It's impossible. Well, to those people, I'm sure you've heard of Waymo, right? And those have been on the roads with paying passengers. Sure, they're in a geofenced area, a few cities, but they're doing it now. They're on the roads autonomously, driving around, proving it to be safe, and taking paying passengers. So there's that. Not to mention the Chinese. Now, so why shouldn't Tesla have a crack at it? Whoever cracks it first, can have a big head start. Chinese are doing it, Waymo's doing it. I'm sure there's others out there in China, so I think they'll get there eventually. And as someone who drives a Tesla with FSD features, yes, we don't have FSD in Australia, unfortunately. So if you're going to buy a Tesla in Australia, do not pay for FSD. Until it's available in Australia, you're just wasting your money. That's one disappointment having Tesla with FSD. We don't have it in Australia yet. But someone who's driven a ton of miles on FSD, it's perfectly fine. So, yes, it's behind me. It's a bit cloudy. So if I was in an area where it wasn't cloudy and it was dark and I could see an aurora, I'd probably see an aurora. There's daylight, so I can't do that. Yes, and then there was the bus. I love it. It's a piece of art deco. It's a piece of art. One art, please. A world full of bland, grey cars. Everybody's complaining about. There's not enough colorisation of cars. Something like this bus comes along. It's artistic. It's different. Adds variety, especially in the concrete jungles of a city. And again, too, it's attracting the really strange comments. Like, it doesn't have the clearance to make it over a speed hump. It doesn't have the clearance to make it up a hill or over up and down an incline. You really think Tesla haven't thought about that? This is a prototype. It's a pre-production prototype. I'm pretty sure the real road-going version will be quite capable of handling a speed hump, up an incline, down a hill, over a roundabout, like all buses do. It's a bus. As for the looks, it's not a toaster. It's not that either. But it's nice, it's different. It's better than seeing just nothing but, I'm in a park and there is an art installation here. But apparently this is going to be changed regularly by local artists and sculptures. That's pretty cool. But yeah, everybody's complaining about grey cars, white cars, everything's silver, everything's bland, everything's all the same. As I say, wearing a grey jacket. So why not have cars that look like the Cybertruck, the robo-taxi, the robo-bus, I think it's called, or whatever it's going to be called now. Sure, it looks like a giant toaster or an Art Deco steam engine. Who cares? It looks cool. It's different. It's not a bus. It doesn't look like a bus. Just like a Cybertruck doesn't look like a ute. If you get every ute made in the world today, line them up, put one Cybertruck in that queue, you're going to know which one's a Cybertruck, aren't you? You don't even need to look at the badge. That's why they're putting the badges on the front of these utes bigger than ever before. Oh shit, I'm turning to Trump. Yeah, like the BYD, massive badge. Ford, massive badge. But they all look the freaking same. Cybertruck doesn't look like that. Same as the robo bus, very artistic, doesn't look like any other bus you've ever seen. I reckon it looks awesome. I love variety, I love stuff like that. I love people who like modify their cars. People say, oh, I'll see this post with things like, do you like this wrap on this car? Who cares? It's different. Let the person wrap the car any way they like. It's their car. Add variety to the world. Make the place brighter, make it prettier, make it more pizzazz. Love it. So that's why I love the bus. So yeah, my opinion on that. Anyway, now somebody pointed out on Twitter earlier today, before I made this video, a very good use case for that bus or even the autonomous robotaxis, because people are saying, what are you going to do with it? What's the point? Well, the point is you can do work in the car. Well, I just work at home anyway, but pub owner, if you've got a courtesy service that takes drunk patrons back home, you're paying someone to run around and take that people back home, right? If you've got an autonomous vehicle fleet, you put your drunk patron in the car, shut the door, send them home, and when they fall out at the destination after the throwing up in your seats and everything else, the car drives back to the pub, picks up the next one. Easy. Same with the courtesy bus, 20-seater courtesy bus. Fantastic for those sort of situations. Like I said, the Model Y was also running around as a robotaxi. That's, I think, what people missed. Robotaxis are technically already out there, and I think they said Hardware 3 capable cars with Hardware 3 or higher will be capable of this, so that's sort of cool. But yes, when is it coming? As for looks, I quite like it. It's unique. Well, it's not really unique because it's unique probably due to its colour and its simplicity. But a lot of people said it looks like other cars that they're designed to be hyper efficient. Well, it's designed in a wind tunnel. Air is a fluid. It's the rules of aerodynamics don't change just because of the badge of the car that's in the wind tunnel. So the results are going to very rapidly distill down to something that's very similar amongst cars trying to be as efficient as possible. So it doesn't leave much room for styling, things like that, because, you know, it's the laws of physics. Bus, on the other hand, Art Deco, looks very much like this very 40s massive steam train. I think it's cool. A lot of people claiming it looks like a toaster, or yes, an Art Deco toaster. It's artistic, I like it. If you see that in the street, you're going to pay attention, and you're going to see it, and it's going to break up the bland concrete jungle that is the city when you see that cruise past. It's going to be cool. So overall, what do I think of it? I think it's good. I like the robotaxi idea. It's going to save a lot of lives, even though a lot of people out there say that they can kill people in accidents. Well, having 10 people die in accidents when it saves 10,000, I know which one I'd rather choose. Though I would like to see a version of it with the steering wheel, because it does look like a pretty cool car, and they're claiming under $30,000, which, as we know, Elon promises, it might be, we don't know. And as I said before with Elon promises, everybody says it's never going to happen. Well, one thing with Tesla is they do eventually happen. That's what the term Elon time comes from. They'll get there eventually. Might not happen when it says it happens, but if you know any Kickstarters, or you've been involved in Kickstarter programs, you know nothing goes on time. Heaps of car manufacturers, all sorts of things, always fall behind schedule and make outlandish claims. It's not just Tesla, it's all sorts of people, all sorts of companies, all sorts of industries. So yeah, if Tesla's going to be 1 or 2 years behind, so what? At least they're trying and they're going somewhere. As for Elon, I'm not going to mention anything about him. But as for the company, I think they're doing some good things. Like I said, we need more things like this. We need more art, we need more colour, we need more style. It seems to just get pretty bland and grey. If you agree, if you disagree, comment below, let me know what you think. What else have we missed? I mean, what other sort of breakthroughs do we see here that we haven't think? Oh, that's it. Optimus robot. Not a fan of it, don't care. I don't know why Tesla are pursuing it. I understand robotics, and if you're doing industrial robotics, then fair enough, it makes perfect sense. But for Tesla, I don't know, I think it should be a side project and more money spent into making things like, you know, the Roadster. Anyway, thank you for watching. Take care. Until my next vlog video, which should be soon, I hope, because I'm trying to find time to do more of these things. Take care of yourselves. I really hope you enjoy these videos, and hope to see you around in the near future. So, bye.